Good Thursday morning, everybody. You might notice that yesterday's vlog was cut short. I was just doing video editing this morning and somehow accidentally deleted my last segment from yesterday's vlog, so sorry about that. Soup was great. It was delicious last night, just like usual, and I'm very excited today to add an egg yolk. I'm now entering into stage 2 of the intro phase for the GAPS protocol, and I will be adding an egg yolk, a raw, pastured, organic, soy-free egg yolk to my soup. Before I get started with that though, I'm going to chop up my ginger and get ready for my ginger tea. I'm gonna bring that with me to the office and get my soup heated up and ready to go, so you can follow along with me. All right, ginger tea is steeping over here on the stove. I've got it in the cast iron tea kettle right on top of the actual stove itself, which is awesome. Now I've got my jar of pre-made soup from last week, or earlier in this week. I'm gonna heat it up and I'm going to add my egg yolk. So why do we add an egg yolk to the mix? So this is a wonderful egg that is high quality, like I said, organic, pasture raised, not pasteurized, grain-free, no soy, all of that stuff. It's a really good quality egg. Egg yolks are easier to digest than egg whites. Egg yolks are primarily made up of fat, while egg whites are primarily made up of protein. So the fats are really easy to absorb, and they are rich in egg yolks, rich in a substance called choline. And choline is kind of like a fat digestive aid in the first place. So it really helps you to be able to break down, and if you've got any sort of biliary stasis or congestion happening, it helps you to actually break down your fatty acids more effectively and digest all of the wonderful nutrients that you're getting from your broth. If you have egg or dairy sensitivities, it can also help to sort of repair your gut lining so that you can more easily absorb and digest those types of food. So I'm gonna separate the egg, and then I'm gonna cook the egg white and feed it to Gus with his raw breakfast, and then save the egg yolk for my soup. As some of you may know, Gus is a service dog. So one of the things that we do to help keep his skills sharp and his manners really polite is that we have him work for his food. It sounds worse than it is. He eats a lovely raw meat diet, which I prepared a whole bunch of those meals yesterday. I'll show you that in another video. And in order for us to keep his skills sharp, I just ask him to do certain things and give him pieces of food. So while my soup is heating and I've separated my egg, I'm going to just start running through some of our daily routine. I don't do the same tricks with him every day or the same commands with him. I kind of change it up so that he's always guessing and learning and growing a little bit more. So here we go. Wasn't that fun? So I did give him his raw meat, and I realized I can totally just give him the raw egg yolk. I mean, egg white. I don't have to cook it for him. So I'm just gonna put that in his little container and he can eat that up right away. One of the cool things about having a working dog like Gus is that he is very creative. So sometimes I ask him to do certain tasks or certain commands, and he tries to guess and figure out what's the best way to do that for me. So we're just now working on learning retrieves. This is our command. Go get it. Go pick this up for me. And he sometimes still gets confused. His little mat is over here in the corner, and it used to be this hand gesture means go to the mat. So he's still learning the difference between go to the mat and get me the item I asked for. He'll get there. He's still learning. He's definitely still in training. So we'll work one step at a time, and I'm gonna give him his egg white. My tea over here just started steaming, so that's a really good sign. I can bring that with me and to the office. And my soup is almost hot enough to add my raw egg yolk. So you add a raw egg yolk to the soup mixture for each meal so that you can let it cook gently with each batch. Instead of mixing it in with all of the batches, like the whole giant batch at once, it's easier to sort of make sure you're getting each nutrient amount with each meal. Now, one thing that I have not done because I didn't purchase it, I forgot, was adding some of the probiotic liquid to your soups. In stage 2, you're also supposed to be increasing your probiotic liquids, and I didn't even start. So I will be doing that today as well. You begin with a teaspoon of juice from something like sauerkraut or some other fermented vegetables that you might have. And so I purchased some Bubby's brand sauerkraut, and I'm going to use a little bit of a teaspoon of that and mix that into my soup as well. First, I'm gonna cook the egg yolk in it, and then I'm going to add my probiotic liquid and enjoy my lunch before I get to the office today. So I've added my egg yolk to the soup, which is cooked. Now it's cooling a little bit, and while it's cool, I'm going to add my sauerkraut liquid, the probiotic liquid, so that it isn't too hot to cook it away completely. So I'm just gonna take a teaspoon and add it directly to my bowl. Now I'm sitting at the kitchen table and I'm about to enjoy my soup. It looks really good. It's almost like an egg drop soup when you mix the egg yolk into it. I have little stringy pieces of the now cooked egg yolk because the soup is hot. It doesn't taste very much different than it did before. But it's pretty nice, so I'm going to enjoy this. Then I'm heading out to my office today to see a couple of clients, and between clients on my lunch break, which is really my dinner break, I will set aside some time to give you a big update on how I'm feeling. So today is day 4 of my GAPS protocol. I'm moving from stage 1 into stage 2, and I'll let you know how I'm feeling and what's kind of going on, anything that I've noticed in a little bit. Hello again. As some of you may have noticed, I am not in my office to give you this update. I definitely came home first. Well, actually, I came home last. I got way too busy in my office and saw a couple of clients move some things around. So now I'm here instead to do my update for you. Today is day 5, really, of this protocol for me. Today is Thursday, and I really started Sunday with prep work, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. So it's the middle of day 5 for me, and I think it's been great. The only thing I really have to comment about it is that it's a bit boring, and I totally want to be fair and say that I know I've decided to make it kind of boring. They give you plenty of options for foods and soups and choices that you can have, different flavor profiles, but I personally have just decided to keep it simple for myself, and I made that one gigantic big pot of soup, and that's all I've really been eating. So the flavor boringness is really my own doing, so you can definitely make it more interesting for your palate along the way. And today I started stage 2. I added an egg yolk to my soup, which does give it a different texture, and I kind of like that to play with. I'm probably have a little bit left of my soup that I'll eat tonight, and then I'll make a brand new pot of something and take you guys along for the ride a little bit later. thinking carrot ginger soup, but I'm not positive yet. I'm gonna look through my book and get some ideas for recipes and see which direction I kind of want to go with my flavor for this next big batch. Batch cooking is great. I just cook it once, and it's been nice that I eat it breakfast, lunch, and dinner because I don't even have to worry about breakfast foods, lunch foods, packing anything. I just can eat my soup and I'm ready to go. So a little boring, but if you don't mind that, it's great. I haven't really noticed anything major with my GI symptoms or system or anything like that. I've been having good regular bowel movements and have not really noticed a big difference. I haven't had any energy crashes. I haven't felt like I was ravenously hungry or anything like that. I actually feel a little bit more clear, so that's not a digestive issue, or a symptom rather, that's more of a head thing. And I think that ginger tea is really helpful. It's ginger steeped in water with a little coconut oil and honey, which I'm sure if you've followed the vlogs, you've seen me make it a few times now. It's been a great asset to have when I'm at work. I do my bowl of soup before I go into work. Most days I work from 1 p.m. till 8:30 p.m. So I have my lunch before I go into the office, and then I don't know if you heard that. That's Gus. He always jumps up here on this window to let me know he needs to come inside. So anyway, I bring this ginger tea to the office with me, and that's a great little patch me through. I'm going to show you this right now. It's kind of cute. If I don't pick him up from the window, he just sits on this chair and waits for me to let him inside. So he's fine. He can wait. I'll keep talking to you guys. I'll go get him in a minute. The ginger tea has been great. I think the coconut oil is lovely, and I have a very similar recipe of my own that I call ginger tonic. The goal of the ginger tonic is really to support digestive health and help stimulate good hydrochloric acid production to digest food. And this is not as strong, not nearly as strong as that, but it's been a nice little patch me through, and I feel like mental clarity has been good, energy has been great. I've been sleeping pretty well too, so all of those things are awesome, and I will keep you guys posted along the way. And I'm gonna go over and heat up some soup for my dinner, add my egg yolk to it, and then talk to you guys in a little bit. While my soup is heating, I'm going to separate my egg yolk from my egg white, and I'm gonna set aside the egg white so I can feed it to Gus later when he gets his dinner. That was a little peek at what it looks like to mix the egg yolk in with. Did you see the color change? And it just became richer and more vibrant with all the other colors. It tastes pretty good. I'm really excited to eat this soup. And I am going to end the vlog here for tonight. Thanks so much for joining me. I really appreciate all of the views who you've had so far. And the soup tastes pretty good. I think you guys should give it a try. Even if you don't do the full GAPS protocol, add an egg yolk, a raw egg yolk to your next bowl of soup. It will change it completely. I think it's pretty delicious. You also did see me put in there 2 teaspoons of the probiotic liquid, the liquid from the sauerkraut. So I had 1 teaspoon this morning. I'm doing 2 teaspoons tonight, and we'll see how that goes for the rest of today. And tomorrow I will be having to make, I have about 1 more serving left. I thought that this was gonna be the last of my soup. I have about 1 more serving left of my soup for tomorrow morning, and then I will make myself some more for the afternoon and take you guys along for the ride. Again, thanks for watching. I hope you have a great night.